And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, Deshaun Watson. This is a sight that NFL fans everywhere are happy to see his return to the playing field. Their franchise quarterback, the one leading them out, back to full health now for his second season out of Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, here's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Fleckler now on as he'll punt this away. Edelman set to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. Bringing them out is, of course, one of the most iconic QBs in NFL history, 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
Normally, I'm not crazy about reciting numbers about a player, but when you talk about a guy named Tom Brady who's playing at the highest level in his 40s, let's go ahead and do it. 4,500 yards passing, 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a third MVP award. These are not numbers you associate with a player playing in the NFL in his 40s.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Let's take a look at the big fella, Rob Gronkowski. All-pro at feels like each and every year. And when he's healthy, he's going to be all-pro. He's done it 4 times in his career. 69 catches, over 1,000 yards in 2017. But why is he so good? Speed, size, agility, and absolutely understands the offense and where he needs to be in order to get the football.
Now Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Every now and then I indulge myself with looking at the game through a safety's eyes, since I used to play that position as well. And Devin McCourty, the only Pro Bowler for the New England Patriots defense in 2017, he's been a constant there almost as much as one quarterback named Tom Brady. He's only missed 5 games in 8 years, and he runs the defense for the Patriots.
To throw on second is Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
20!
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st down, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Watson looks to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Down. Back 22.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, the spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Now Burkhead. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Wait 20.
Brady to throw on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
We got three. Wait, 20. Wait, 20 out.
They'll run now with Burkhead. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Versatile players on defense are all the rage in the NFL, but it also helps to have a Benardrick McKinney who does one thing very, very well, and that's tackle ball carriers. Big man, big size inside, looks like a defensive end playing inside linebacker, still has the ability to run and cut runners off before they can get downfield.
Wait, 20. Wide, 80.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, third down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Wait, 20.
To throw is Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Brady. His pass caught at the 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st and 10, Watson, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dante Hightower in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The shifty Edelman with a good move. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Decker over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
20!
Brady now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait, we got!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 20!
Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Watson on first down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw on second is Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Watson. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady going deep now for Decker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
I'm not sure if there's been a better tandem than Brady to Gronk for the last half-decade, so it can be a surprise when they don't hook up and a downright shock when a ball's intercepted. But that is great instincts here defensively to come away with the football.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Back 22! Back 22!
Here's Watson now on second down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Back 22! Back 22!
Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3, set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Brady. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On the run, it's Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 31 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Down! Green, green,
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. After the penalty, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
First down, it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington from 17 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now,
there you
okay?
Go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brady now on first down. This is White on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Brady going to try and throw on third down. He hits White, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Go.
On first down, Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Like 20! Like 20!
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Like 20! Like 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey. 4 down. Like 20! You 20!
On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Griffin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Watson on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run. This is Burkhead. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a handoff to Miller, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
You're right.
No one.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
20, go!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run with Miller, and they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. To throw, they haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The Opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Texans on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
Back 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Shane Leckler now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
And now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as a single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Attack!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it here. This is Prosch, the fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 57 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Green the line! Green the line!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, as inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Patterson. And now running right through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
And now out come the Patriots. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
20! Like 20!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Like 20!
From midfield, here's Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
20, 380,
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Watson, and he finds his man Griffin. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here's a give to Miller. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. from the red zone now. Watson, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a 20th carry of the game.
Guess what? You're going to go back into the defensive coordinator. I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Wait 20, go!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Wait 20!
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Decker. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
White 20! 380!
Brady now on first down. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
White 20!
On 3rd down, Brady. And able to connect with Berrios. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured it.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And now Edelman. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield? It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds. Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Like 20.
On first down, Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on second down. And right side caught Hogan. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean,
Decker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Eric Decker from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's back to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll run. It's Miller. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On third down, here's Hill. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now a first down carry. It's Hill trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.